we are shifting focus now to more breaking news that's now coming in, though. This is the new session of the Parliament. The special session that is going to take place from the 18th to the 22nd of September is going to now happen in the new building of the Parliament. That's the latest that we are gathering. Remember, we had told you here first a few days ago via our sources that it is perhaps going to be held in the new building. We've seen the Parliamentary Affairs Minister also come out and talk about how the special session is about celebrating India's Amrit Kal, and that's exactly why we're seeing this session being held in the new Parliament building. What's exactly on agenda, we're still to find out. But Pallavi, my colleague, joining us, getting us more details on this. Pallavi, so far we know that it is going to be about India's Amrit Kal. So we are going to be seeing the new building in function as far as the special session goes. But what exactly is on agenda?
So Poonam, if you remember, the first time Prahlad Joshi, who's the Parliamentary Affairs Minister, had tweeted out information about a special session from 18 to 22nd, he had actually put up a picture of both the old and the new Parliament building. That was, I think, the first indication enough of that this special session will also be in the new Parliament building. They were looking for an auspicious moment, and Ganesh Chaturthi is also the time, which is, of course, as we all know, considered to be extremely auspicious. That's also become a topic of political controversy, with many from the Shiv Sena, Mumbai politicians from the opposition spectrum questioning the timing of the special session. But what we are now picking up is that this special session of the Parliament is also going to be in the new Parliament building. They think that this is the best time. It also reflects Amrit Kal. The whole new Parliament building's idea has been to overthrow the colonial legacy, to show the Bharatiyata, as they want to call it, also show Atmanirbhar, totally indigenously built with large number of people working round the clock, 24/7. And as we all saw those pictures when it was first inaugurated by the Prime Minister and when the Sengol was brought in, it actually reflects India's rich heritage and culture. All artifacts from across the country are being showcased. That is what Amrit Kal is called about. And that's the reason why this special session, which is expected to be very, very special in terms of whatever agenda they plan to come out with, it is going to be in the new Parliament building. Yes, you are right. No clarity yet on the agenda. So there's multiple speculation, and now pressure is mounting from the India front parties to tell the government, in fact writing to the Prime Minister, that please reveal the agenda because we want to be a part of this special session.
Right, the opposition initially didn't want to be a part of this. They said if this is all about bringing in the one nation, one poll overtures, then we don't want to attend. But now the opposition has decided that they do want to attend because they want to raise several of these issues. What we are going to be seeing, Pallavi, as far as the special session goes, is that there is going to be a lot of discussion, a lot of accolades being given out, especially as far as ISRO's success is concerned, isn't it?
Oh yes, absolutely, because we also understand that this special session is just going to be after a successful launch of the Chandrayaan mission and also this Sun mission for that matter, and of course the G20 summit, which would have ended by then. So some point of resolution is expected to be reflecting and congratulating our entire ISRO team also for the successful completion of the G20 summit, which according to the government has brought glory to our country. That's certainly going to be the issue. But apart from that, what is it that the bill which the government wants to pass? See, I think the special session will certainly want to come out with some game changer bill, and therefore that is something which we can expect from the government. But there are multiple speculation. Is it about a woman reservation bill? Is it going to be about talking point on one nation, one poll? Today is just the second meeting of this committee, so it may be too early to even bring that in. Is it going to be some reference about the Uniform Civil Code? Again, it's too early for that. So there is a game changer bill which the government is talking about. Remember, there's going to be no notices allowed, no question asked, despite the 9-point long demand which has come in from Sonia Gandhi. The session has been called just to debate and discuss some key bills, as the Parliamentary Affairs Minister's tweet pointed out.
Right, game changer bills, special initiatives expected, but what exactly are those? We still have no clarity on that. Arunima also joining us here on this broadcast. And speaking of game changer bills, like Pallavi was also pointing out, Arunima, the UCC is still being deliberated upon. The panel has just about given its recommendations. The same goes for one nation, one poll. The panel has just been constituted. So for those two moves at least, it is too early. But the women's reservation bill is something that we've often spoken of. It is been spoken of for really few decades now. Multiple governments have tried to get it in and it really hasn't happened. Has the time finally come for that now?
There's definitely, political pressure on all sides to get the women what is rightfully theirs. It is being recognized now by all political parties that women are emerging as a vote bank of their own. And therefore, a lot of political parties, their policies, whatever they're saying on the floor of the House, are oriented towards that section of the society as well. Earlier, it was believed, especially in rural setup, women just went ahead and voted whoever the family heads, mostly men, told them to, but now they have a mind of their own thanks to education, thanks to exposure. So that is also a cause from ground that the government could consider. But we should also not lose sight of another recommendation that is pending. That is the Justice Rohini Commission report on the OBCs. Will that be the ace up the sleeve of the government? Because more quota for the OBCs is something that most political parties will find very difficult to oppose. In a election year, when you're running up to the election, OBC quota could be a game changer as well. So will that be the big ticket announcement in this 5-day session? The jury is out on that too. And I also want to point out, if you see how the days are stacked when the House is in session, 19th I think is Ganesh Chaturthi. Lord Ganesh, considered very auspicious in the Hindu calendar. What better day to move to the new Parliament building than Ganesh Chaturthi? So will that be the big show? Even on that, there is a lot of speculation. But we have to wait for definitive answer from the Parliamentary Affairs Minister. The opposition is also asking, what is the agenda? We are still waiting to know from the government exactly why this special session has been called.
Right, the suspense continues as far as the special session goes. Pallavi and Arunima, do stay on with us.